Good morning and welcome back to 501c TV. I'm your host, Janelle Harris, and this is the podcast that talks to system change leaders, thought leaders, nonprofits, and nonprofit partners to find out what is new and exciting in the world of nonprofits. And I'm super excited to have with me in studio here today, Sherry Henry, the CEO of HABCENTER Boca Raton. Good morning, Sherry.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
It's
a pleasure to be here.
So excited to talk to you about HABCENTER. This is like, we'll get into it, but when I was doing all my research and all the background on it, I'm like, this is so cool. Like a lot of really cool things going on, and I just want to make sure everybody knows about it. So I would like to start off first. I always like to figure out like you're the CEO of HABCENTER. So like what's the journey? How did we end up as CEO of HABCENTER? What's kind of your background? Were you always in nonprofits? I'll let you explain the whole story.
I like that question. So I have been in nonprofit for over 20 years.
Okay, awesome.
And I would say that my journey to being the CEO of HABCENTER really stems from a life of service.
Okay, awesome.
From before I really understood the definition of philanthropy and what it was, I was living that life. That was the example that my parents set for me.
Love that.
Being the CEO of HABCENTER also is really close to my heart because the population of HABCENTER, we serve adults with developmental differences, mental health challenges, and I have immediate family members that have developmental differences, mental health challenges, autism, Down syndrome.
Yes.
My dad also had what we call an invisible disability.
Okay.
And that's an autoimmune illness. So it affected your day-to-day activities. And so a lot of the clients that we serve at the HABCENTER also have invisible disabilities in addition to physical, intellectual, psychological challenges. And I have been working in education for a good long period of time, and then our current board chair right now invited me to the HABCENTER.
Okay.
And they had a fundraising event called the Bloom Fest, and so it was the most beautiful thing. Everything was spread out in the garden. We have a 5-acre plant nursery at the HABCENTER. And, people were there just really experiencing what the HABCENTER is about, meeting the clients. And I was like, I can't even believe that somewhere like this exists, like right down the street from where I've been working for the last, 20 years. And I, did my research on what the HABCENTER was about, and I really want to be a part of this agency. In any case, a few months later, the job for a development director became available. And so I applied for the position. And I was accepted. Awesome. And while in my tenure, the executive director, who had been in service for about 26 years at the center,
wow,
decided to retire.
Okay.
And I, applied for the position, and after a job search, our board selected me for the position.
Good for you.
Yeah, it really is. I feel here at the HABCENTER and in this role, I'm really living my purpose.
I love that.
I'm living my purpose of continuing to advocate for this population, to creating opportunities for them to feel empowered, to live with dignity and respect, which is our mission at the HABCENTER.
Which I love. So let's talk a little bit about the history of HABCENTER. So, and then we'll get into like what all the facility entails, because you guys have some really cool spaces, and I love everything about it. You mentioned the garden center, but we'll get into all that. So what's kind of the background? Like when did HABCENTER form? It's been around a long time.
Yes, HABCENTER has been around since 1978.
Yes.
So we're turning 46 this year.
Oh my goodness.
And it originated from families seeing the need. We had a group of families that had their children that had now either phased out of the school system or were in the adult phase of their lives, and there were no services and opportunities for them. Now, these families have to be with their children pretty much for their lifetime. There's not a lot of, okay, you go on and you go into adulthood and I don't have to worry about you anymore.
Correct.
These families have to continually, provide and care for their children. And so they created the HABCENTER, which the property was donated to us by the Palm Beach County. And they developed this model of employing their children at the center, creating an opportunity for them to have socialization and interaction during the daytime, and then, getting paid for the work that they do.
That's so awesome.
Having this plant nursery as an experience. What we found at the HAB Center is a lot of our autistic clients, they really enjoy working in the plant nursery.
I bet.
Hands-on, free to roam. You're in a therapeutic environment. You're outside.
Beautiful,
and
fresh air.
Exactly.
Oh, it's amazing.
And when you come and you see all the colors, you immediately just feel de-stressed being in the nursery. I mean, even when it's hot sometimes, you still feel that sense of peace in the nursery. And so they created this model, to provide for families that needed the services. And here we are 46 years later, growing and booming and, bigger than we ever been before.
Right. So in the plant center, because I know there's also a manufacturing side of the house, which is so cool. We'll get into that too. But so all of these things are being planted, and then what happens? Are they sold? Is it a retail nursery? Like, could I walk in off the street and purchase plants?
I love that question. Yes, you can walk in off the street and purchase plants. We sell everything at our wholesale rate.
Awesome.
But we also sell to landscapers and contractors.
That's so
and
cool.
People who are building buildings, but we sell to moms who want to do gardening.
Absolutely.
Want to buy a plant to give to a friend or a family member as a gift. So yes, everybody's welcome to come to the HAB Center. We're open Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m.
I was like 3 a.m.
No,
it's a party nursery.
To 3 p.m.
That's awesome. I love that, because I wasn't sure. I was like, I saw everything, and I'm like, well, there's got to be a way that they sell this somewhere, somehow. So I wasn't sure if you sold into like you said, landscaping companies or how that works. So I think that's so cool that it's open to the public. And most recently,
what we've been doing also with the plant nursery is kind of really diversifying how we have been utilizing the plants and selling the plants. So we've been doing a lot of events.
Okay.
We're now doing centerpieces for other nonprofit events.
That's genius, actually, and so cool. Like, I feel like it's like a full circle of just like keeping it in the it's like good. It's like good. It is. So going to good.
We've worked with the Boca Airport Authority,
so cool.
The JCC, Boca Helping Hands, the Police Department Foundation. So it's really nice because here we have these partnership now with nonprofits that's really an integral part of us doing what we do and being successful and for what we do.
I'm so happy that you said that, because obviously, for our show page, it's a lot of past guests and nonprofits that are watching. Give Sherry a call.
Yes.
You need to use her for like all of your events and your centerpieces, and anytime you need something beautiful to just showcase for an event. How many events are going on this weekend? Like hundreds.
Yes.
So
and thank you to our partners that we currently have.
Yeah, that's so cool, Sherry. I love that. And I just also love, as a parent, like, having that space for those kids, because I also have friends that, have those adult children, and it's, and they always tell me, from the time that they're born, it's always in the back of your mind, like, what's going to happen when they turn 18. And, just because they turn 18, like you said, it's not like, okay, like now you can go live on your own. Yeah. It's a constant like worry, stress, concern about, what is their quality of life going to be into their adulthood. So I think this is so cool that they get to do this. I'm sure it is so fulfilling to them. They have a purpose. They show up. They get to do everything, and feel like they're a part of something and they're contributing
Absolutely.
back.
So our mission at the HAB Center is we equipped individuals to live with dignity, respect, and independence, right? We create job opportunities for them to do that. We create the socialization aspect of that for them to do that. Our vocational training program is really important, to us meeting those needs and actually accomplishing our mission. Yeah. Because like you said, there are families that when they get to an adult stage, you're wondering, okay, what happens next?
Totally.
Well, that's where HAB Center comes in and fills that gap.
It's amazing.
And the great thing about our program is there's no phasing out of our system. We serve over 200 individuals.
Wow. That was my question too.
They have individualized goals. Every person has an individualized goal. So if they do accomplish their goal at the end of the year, which chances are they will, we have about at 87% in terms of accomplishing your goal at the end of the year. We reevaluate what those goals are. and set new goals.
Awesome.
And so as long as they're continuing to want to develop and want to grow, the HAB Center is there to meet all of their needs.
I love
You know,
that.
starting from individuals that have more limitations, not able to work. We have our peer program.
Okay.
And that's an acronym PEAR
Oh.
for Programs in Education, Art, and Recreation.
Awesome.
So, you know, that includes a partnership that we have with Azul Fashion Design.
I love Azul.
Yes.
So
Azul is one of our partners.
when you're telling me everything that you're doing, I'm like, oh my gosh, Sandra from Azul. I'm like,
Yes.
this is like
Yeah.
what they do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So,
love that.
Goody Two Shoes Foundation sponsors Sandra's program to come to the HAB Center.
Oh my gosh, that is
And so
so
our
cool.
clients are part of two 20-week and 8-week program in fashion design. They're designing their outfits. We have a fashion show coming up on August 18th.
Yes,
and
they're
right now,
amazing, too.
They have the Into the Wild theme, right?
Oh,
and so our clients are
fun.
creating, or they're really doing their creative expression of what Into the Wild
Yeah.
means
Their
for them,
interpretation of
right?
it, yeah.
Exactly. And so they take their sustainable outfits and they create them, and then they get to model them.
Yeah.
So that isn't necessarily work related, even though it's something that you can take into
Yeah.
a fashion retail field.
Totally.
But it's also giving them exposure to this opportunity that they wouldn't have anywhere else.
No.
Now, they can be recognized, and we do as such, as fashion designers, as
Absolutely.
fashion models,
Yeah.
right? As models, because they did this.
And I've seen like some of the videos, like Sandra's videos and like on their social media. And it's like, it makes you so happy to watch because they're just so proud. And as they should be. I mean, they put in so much work.
Yeah.
And they put out some like really awesome stuff. I was like, and you can buy some of their stuff too, and they've got their dream catchers and all that fun stuff too. So I love that.
We say that we get that question a lot. Why didn't you sell these items? Our clients are so proud of the things that they create. They will wear it when we have like a party and special occasion.
I believe that.
Or somebody's birthday. They're putting on their outfits. Yeah. At this point, we haven't gotten any interest in selling the items.
Right.
But we'll have people be like, I really like that. I would wear that.
Yeah.
Oh, I would buy that outfit.
And that probably makes their whole day, year, month. Yeah, I think it's so amazing. I love to hear that. So I do want to backtrack too and talk about, we have the gardening center, which is so awesome. The manufacturing piece of it. Tell me about that, because I thought this was like, when I was going through all my research on your website, I was like, this is so cool. Like, it's very unique. So tell me about that.
It is. So the depth of the programs that we have at HAB Center is really hard to summarize.
Yeah.
It's the experience of coming there and seeing and understanding and, walking through and meeting the clients that really gets you to grasp what we do there.
Yeah.
Now, our manufacturing center is a huge part of what we do. It's one of our business enterprises, the manufacturing center and the plant nursery.
Yep.
And so we are ISO 9001 registered and AS 9100 registered.
That's incredible.
And so we follow an international standard of operating at the center. We pride ourselves on the quality of the work that we do, that everything is expected at 100%.
Right.
Our clients with developmental differences are working on all the products in the manufacturing center. And in
so
2019, we were South Florida Manufacturing Association of the Year. We were recognized.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh
and
my gosh.
also in that same year, we got the Governor Sterling Award for our circuit board product that we made at the HAB Center.
That is so awesome.
Which, if you come to the HAB Center, you'll see we have a plaque on the wall from somebody in the Chilean Navy that, because the device saved his life, and he wrote that and memorialized it as a thank you to the HAB Center. So it goes now to the empowerment of, okay, this product was made in a center for people with developmental differences. Really people who don't have an opportunity in many other spaces outside of a HAB Center or outside of a partnership like with a HAB Center.
What an amazing feather in your cap.
So we do contract manufacturing. Now, we're not making any of the products ourselves, but we have manufacturing partners where we do light assembly, we do the circuit board, as I mentioned, we have done COVID kits, we do cosmetic bottling, we do packaging, printing, fulfillment.
So awesome.
We have a partnership where we make parts for hurricane shutters and assemble screws for hurricane shutters.
Cool.
We do products on all scales, from a small scale to a large scale, and we pride ourselves on the quality of the work that we do. And the work that we do in the manufacturing center is providing purpose for our clients. It's providing a job
that's so
opportunity
awesome.
and purpose for our clients.
Yeah, and you how many individuals do you have between the manufacturing and the plant center now? Like, how many people are in the program?
So for all our programs, we have an average of 200.
That's a lot.
In the manufacturing center, we have a little over 100. In the plant nursery, we have about 30. And then we have between our peer program.
Okay, got you.
And then there is our supported employment program. And so what that is we have partnerships with organizations, and we work with vocational rehabilitation to place clients who are able to work out in the community.
Oh, awesome. That's really cool.
They're clients that's within their goal. That is what they want to do. That's what the family wants us to support them with.
Right.
And so we find partners that, meet those needs.
Sure.
Recently, we had a partner from Saltability that hired one of our clients to be working in her center, and she's also including the HABCENTER information in all of the luxury Himalayan salt products that she creates.
So cool.
We have a recent partnership with Sprouts, where we have clients working at Sprouts. We have one with AMP Media, where we have a social media coordinator working there. Really, truly, we find the client skills that meet the employer's needs.
Totally, yeah.
And we partner them.
Yeah, which is so
and
great.
So they do the job coaching and the resume writing, and they go on the interviews with them. And they're also a resource for the supervisors, because what we want to do is really provide them as minimum as possible barriers between hiring someone with a developmental difference. So
Absolutely.
we really try to create a smooth process for if there are any concerns, for any training needs, we're the ones stepping in.
Right. And like the liaison there to
exactly.
make it smooth.
And the goal is for them to be independent. So, we'll follow them if necessary. Not everyone gets the timeline, because some need more support than others.
Sure.
But we'll follow them up to 120 days to make sure that they are successful and independent in that role.
That's so awesome, because I was just thinking, like, as you were talking, if I'm just trying to do that on my own, if I'm a family member and I'm trying to help my loved one through that, how do you even know where to start that?
Exactly.
Where in the community, is interested in doing a partnership like that and really wants to take that role on and be that kind of.
And in the last year, we've placed 38 clients out in the community.
That's a lot. That's really great. I think that's so awesome. So tell me what are some of the keys to your success? What do you think makes HABCENTER so successful at all these programs? Because clearly they've been working for 40-something plus years. And I'm sure that from back in the 70s to today, there's just been so many changes and things have gotten so much better and just so many more resources. And I think there's a lot more understanding also these days just from people in general. And there's a lot more opportunity, which makes me really happy. So what do you think is kind of like the key to success for HABCENTER?
So before I answer that question, you just mentioned the word challenges.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say that is something that is ongoing in the nonprofit space, and especially within the HABCENTER space. Challenges, legislative changes, different ways of doing business, you name it. But the one thing that has remained constant is the employees of the HABCENTER. The team that we have there is the key to our success.
I love that.
Like, really, truly, with the changes, with, growing pains, with, new adjustments, the staff, they're committed to helping the clients meet their goals.
Which is
helping
awesome.
the clients, showing that they treat them with respect, showing that they love them, showing that they have a really safe community there at the HABCENTER. It boils down to the employees. And then second, it's our community. We are a nonprofit.
Yeah.
We couldn't do what we do without the community support.
Right.
And so that's really it.
Which it sounds like there's a lot, which is awesome.
Exactly. And the fact that we are also serving a population that is so vulnerable.
Yes.
And forgotten. I'm going to keep saying that word. They're really forgotten. And I want to thank our partners that we have recently that have really been helping to shine the light on the HABCENTER and
huge.
The population of the HABCENTER.
Yes.
Most recently, Men Giving Back, they funded a mental health program at the center, and so we were able to really expand our counseling program, and we focused on reducing isolation amongst our clients. And we blew that out the park, with Men Giving Back support. And that really helped to shine the light on the center. And then, we have our Impact 100 grant recently, which funded a hydroponics and a gardening program.
Oh, that's so cool.
So they were helping now growing plants.
Yeah.
And now they're learning about produce and fruits and vegetables and having a healthy relationship with fruits and vegetables,
right,
and taking ownership of the things that they grow and taking them and preparing them in different dishes in our cooking program.
That's so fun.
Exactly. And then, that exposure now has developed a partnership with Boca Helping Hands, where we're going to Boca Helping Hands and our clients are helping to pack meals for other people who are in need.
Oh my gosh.
So really giving them that experience of philanthropy is not just give me your money.
Right. No.
And just as much as someone can give to us at the HAB Center, we have something to offer as well. We have a lot to offer between, our clients going out in the community and helping, between the services that we offer at the manufacturing center, between our services at the plant nursery, between our social services and our mental health counseling program, our career and job placement services as well through our supported employment program.
Yeah.
There's a lot there for partnership. And so our community, our employees,
how many employees do you guys have?
Clients that we serve. So we have, I'm going to say, if I count for a full year, which includes 30 interns.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, we have about 70.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so we don't have them all at one time. So let me be very transparent. So we work with about 30 different interns every year.
Where do your interns come from?
We have partnerships with FAU, FIU, Lynn University, Nova, Kaiser, Barry.
I love that.
Currently, we're working on a few new internships, but we have bachelor's in social work and master's in social work, master's in mental health, occupational therapy, and special education interns. And we're really looking to get like a marketing intern, an engineering intern, and also an agricultural intern. So those are 3 partnerships that we're looking to establish soon.
Okay, good. If anyone knows, if you have any kids listening that are in those fields, let us know. As always, I know we're getting short on time, but what I also want to know is, what is the vision? What's the future? What does the future hold for HAB Center? And then I want to get into events, because we always want to end on events and how people can support you. But what's next? Because you guys have done so much you have this long tenure of such like amazing programs. What do you guys see for the future? What do you want to see happen?
So for the future, well, I wanted to really thank my board, the board of directors at the HAB Center. We have a really supportive, amazing group of individuals that come with various skill sets. This past, the last couple months, we met and we went over creating a strategic plan for the center, and really what our path forward looks like in the next 18 months to 24 months to 3 years to 5 years. And so right now we're in the full swing of executing our strategic plan. That includes expanding those opportunities for in university partnerships, as I mentioned before. Also working with university partnerships with our supported employment program as like a lead to students that have recently graduated college or in non-diploma bound programs that we can also help to place out in the community, and really expanding the HAB Center brand to be more top of mind, and for people to understand the depth of the services that we offer. And so our vision is really to completely open up services for this population, and that includes between the mental health counseling, expanding our manufacturing, having new manufacturing partners, diversifying what we do in our plant nursery, and also really just developing university local partnerships. That's a really big part of it. We have all of these needs and services that we want to create. Instead of creating a whole new program here, we're looking for strategic partners that align with those visions that we can work together, on doing that.
Which is what we were talking about. I mean, it's like building that synergy with people that are already kind of doing the same thing. And I have no doubt that you guys will find that for sure. So it's exciting. I can't wait to keep watching and see what's going on.
Thank you.
So I know people are going to watch this. They're going to be like, how do I help out? How do I get involved? What can I do? So what are some of the events that you guys have coming up that are important to you? And then also, do you need volunteers?
Great question. So there's so many ways to get involved with the HAB Center. Number one, we always need fundraising. That's what every nonprofit needs.
Absolutely.
So if you want to support us, you can go to our website, reach out, make a donation on our website as habcenter.org. But we also have a lot of volunteer opportunity.
Awesome.
Last year alone, we had over 110 volunteers at the center between group volunteers and individual volunteers. We have organizations come in and do like team building and volunteer days at the center.
Okay.
Coming up next week on May 9th, we have Keller Williams coming to do their National Red Day. So we have like over 50 volunteers coming to the center to work with our clients in all different areas between the plant nursery, manufacturing, and you name it. So we're looking for volunteers always to work with our clients, teach a class if you're interested. We have a volunteer that does capoeira classes with our clients. They're teaching them, Brazilian martial arts style of dance.
That's so cool.
His name is Marcio, and he's wonderful. He's also helping us with the marketing for the center. So volunteer need is a must for the center.
Awesome.
And we want people to follow us on social media. So we're at HABCENTER Boca.
We will put that up.
HABCENTER Boca. And we are on every platform you can think of.
I'm excited. I'm following you guys. I just checked their website out too because it's pretty cool. Like once you start like getting in and you're like, oh my gosh, they do this and they do that, and
then we have our fashion show coming up on August 19th.
Okay.
Sorry, August 13th.
13th.
We have our fashion show coming up on August 13th.
And where's that at again?
It is at the center.
It is. Okay, cool. Which I think is awesome. Like you can go there, check out the entire facility.
And that's really important to us.
Yes.
We're not huge on a ginormous space, right?
Right.
But the importance is having the people come to the center and really seeing us in our elements, seeing who we are, that engagement with the clients. The one thing about this population that I value so much, they don't fake it. They don't pretend. They really tell you how they're feeling, and even if they don't say it with their words, they show it with their actions.
Right.
And when you come and you see people who are happy, who are engaged, who are celebratory of their friends, who are open and welcoming to you, you really see the impact that the HAB Center staff and the HAB Center programs have on their lives.
I love that. Before we go, is there one last thing you want everyone listening to know about HAB Center or anything with the programs? One final thought.
Absolutely. So we employed over 100 individuals at the center in just this last year. And we have about 1 in 4 people who live with developmental differences that are living in poverty. This population is the highest of the unemployment rate in all schemes and sectors and subsectors, right? Yeah. And so we really want people to know that the HAB Center is here for all of those services. Whether it's your loved one needs a day program or place to go during the daytime for enrichment services, whether they need employment, whether they need mental health counseling, whether they're looking for recreational activity, the HAB Center is here to help all of those needs. We want people to know that our manufacturing center is legit. Like we pride ourselves on the quality, and we're open for services. We're looking for new partners, and we want people to also work with our plant nursery and buy plants from us, either in bulk, or you come in person and just pick up a few plants. We're open to receive.
Awesome. I really appreciate you spending time with me today. It was so great. It's just really awesome stuff that you guys are doing.
Thank you for having me.
So I appreciate it, and you guys need to follow along. Like Sherry said, follow on social media and see all the awesome things that they're doing. It's just really awesome people working there, and they're just so sweet and just loving. They're just good people, and we want to support them however we can. So please check them out. And thank you, Sherry, for joining. And we will see you next time on 501c TV. And also, as always, a special thank you to Kana House Studios, Wellington's first and only content creation studio. And we will see you next time. Thank you.
Peace out.
Thanks, Sherry.